everybody, and welcome to round number 4 of the Sunoco Elite Series Season 2. We are here back again at Portland International Raceway. Last time we were here, it looked like Scott Roush was going to take the win when he ran wide out of the last pit stop. I believe it was the last pit stop, and pretty much through the game, and gave it to Philip Scott, but Philip Scott isn't here today, so we're going to have a new winner. On the pole here at Portland International Raceway is going to be Paul Jackson in that 40 car. I believe this is his second pole of the season, but I'm not 100% sure on that. He's been showing some strong potential this weekend, along with Adam Vincent on his outside as a teammate. These two are a strong duo. In row number 2, we have Pinocchio Young in the 11 car. The highest ranked rookie, I believe, so far in the series. No, Johan Arndt is the highest. He's shown a lot of potential as well, alongside Nick Hercules in that 31, who won the 4th race last season, but that was Old Spice, not Portland. Old Spice will be later in the series. In row 3, we have Kyle Collins for CJ Racing, always looking strong, alongside PJ Karenko in that number 9 car. In row 4, we have Sebastian Torres, who got close to winning last week at Pikes Peak, but had a pit stop, had to pit because of a mechanical issue, but still ended up getting a top 10, alongside John Arndt, who's still looking for his first career podium. And in row 5, we have Lorenzo Log, the Lime Rock Park winner, and the replacement for William Brock, Audra Baranowska. You could still see the William Brock nameplate. They have not changed that, but she'll be around until the end of Old Spice, and then it will be William Brock back in the car. Seems that there's a little bit of an audio error. A little bit too loud on the speakers. Give me just a moment. That should be a little better, but it's going to be Paul Jackson going to be leading him to the green flag here at Portland. These guys spread out a lot on the start, so don't be surprised if they do spread a lot. It's normal. As you can already see, they're already really spread out. But it's going to be Paul Jackson and Adam Vincent, the teammates for William Brock Motorsports, is going to lead them to the green flag here at Portland. Green flag is out. Like I said, really spread out. But that is normal as they all come barreling down the front stretch as they're in the braking zone. Pinocchio Young waiting for no one. He's on the outside of Adam Vincent now. He could get this move done, but there's everyone cycling through behind. They'll all tighten up after that first few corners, and Young is going to make the move for second. The highest a rookie's gotten this season, a second at Landmark Park, where Johan Arndt got that. Pinocchio Young has never gotten a top 10. He almost got it in not Portland. He almost got it back in, that's Caldwell around in the back. But he almost got it back in the season opener of Tottering, but ended up getting 11th, but he still did a good job. Let's go see what happened to Caldwell. Caldwell has been on the ultimate bad luck streak lately. He had a horrible day at Pikes Peak, and it seems like that luck is continuing. He clipped Lorenzo Log and would hit Anderson when he went around. That was really no one's fault. That was just the cars getting loose. Anderson was 11th, and Caldwell was, I believe, 13th at the time. And they would both drop back. Anderson, after having that absolutely magnificent day back at Pikes Peak, getting a second. Not going to work out for him today. A few threats out in the field while we're down here. Sean Angel, those Trailblazers cars in specific, Sean Angel, but while they're being Trek Tauger and Gerard Run a little bit higher up. Always a threat on the road courses. You saw them on Park, making up so many positions. Keep an eye on the Trailblazer cars. Monaco's in the pits for damage. What happened to Monaco? Monaco would be coming into turn 1. There'd be a stock up, and he'd slam the back of Caldwell. That would be a hard hit to the engine, and Monaco's day is not looking good. A few more people to talk about through the pack. James Constantin, He has a podium streak going. He won last week at Pikes Peak. But now he's fighting with Konstantin for the 12th position. That's not good. At all. Oh, Johan going wide. He's going to recover it, though. A lot of the bigger threats are down here in the mid-pack. And this gives a lot of space for Paul Jackson, Pinocchio Young, Adam Vincent. These people up here, it gives them a lot of space. Especially because that William Brock team, they just haven't had the luck that you think they want as the predicted most dominant team out here. They were predicted to be the team that would blow everyone out of the water and just take this Constructors by a long shot, but that just hasn't happened early season. Their season has not been good early, but that can always recover. It's Pinocchio Young, though, for Clever Hoss Racing. Clever Hoss Racing, last time we were at a road course, Clever Hoss Racing pulled the first ever, in the history of the Sunoco Elite Series, the first 1-2 out of a team, but that was with his teammates Lorenzo Log and Johan Arndt, which Johan is the current best rookie, the current Rookie of the Year. Yes, there is a Rookie of the Year battle. Young, though, wants to chase after his teammate, but so far it's the Clever Hoss rookies that are performing the best, as that team has taken it upon them to recruit a lot of the rookies, but they wanted their big team owner back, and they wanted Lorenz back, who became the team leader, and it really shows as he's one of the bigger vets out here, as he's now one of the select few people who have gotten 2 or more wins. Between him, Roman Rahal, Aiden Shepard, Nick Pericles, Philip Scott, and James Constantine are the people who are the elite group who's gotten 2 Constantine the most at 4. Paul Jackson's starting to get a gap. It's already up to 1.7 seconds, as this track has been shown to be very big on gapping, but there is Vincent trying to get his spot back so he could help his teammate in the front and get that 1-2. But Young struggling to keep Vincent behind him, but he's still fighting back, and he'll keep the spot. We're on lap 4. Karenko having a decent day. He finished 3rd last week at Pikes Peak. Is now 5th in points, and the 4th place here with the people in front of him. These guys ahead of him are not ahead of Karenko in points. So Karenko right now in an excellent position in points. The next points threat down, Zachary Fitzwater, who has been charging. I believe he's up in 9th now. 8th, 9th, 10th. He might be 10th. Constantine, I believe, should still be 13th. Fastest lap on the track, still out of Paul Jackson, 1:11.9. As Constantine crosses the line. Yes, Constantine was 13th still. Ooh! John Arndt getting a little, just a little aggressive. But that actually gives Fitzwater a little momentum to get around Collins. So Arndt actually helped. Now Arndt's got to get around Collins. These two were former teammates back in CJ Racing in Season 1. They're in the same rank, but Arndt on Team Flame now. And he's performed a lot better than he did back in CJ Racing, as he already has a top 5 to his name this season back at Lime Rock Park. And now he's fighting for a top 10 position. I have to say, Arndt has been really impressing me after his mediocre performance last season. John Arndt has been showing himself here. But back up to the battle between Young and Vincent. These two have been tight so far, but it's Vincent who's now taken the position back and the fastest lap of the race. So Adam Vincent maybe going to try to look to catch his teammate and get a win to his name. Get his second win. But so far this season, we have not seen a new winner. Paul Jackson would be that new winner if he can get it done. Not a lot of people are taking that tight line. There's Karanko on the tight line. There's Pericles. Pericles impressing me today. His start to his season has been atrocious. I believe he's down out of the top 30. No. I believe he's 24th, actually, in points. So a top 5 finish, if he can beat Torres, would be an amazing feat for him. William Brock or Audra Baranowskis at this point is, I believe, in the top 10 points. So she is actually the second female driver to ever join England's Sunoco Elite Series. The other one being the Clever Haas member in that 82 car, Amy Thomas, who down 35th. Not impressing a lot of people. And it seems Gerard Iran went into the pits as well. Not sure why. Caldwell. There's Duncan. Duncan has a lot of front end damage. We'll go live in just a minute. So this is 2 laps later as Paul Jackson is being tailed by his teammate Adam Vincent. His teammate was 5 tenths faster that last time around. Vincent is just so much faster. He's kicking it up a notch. Here they are, side by side. But Vincent's going to have to maybe back off a little bit. Yep. Doesn't want to get too involved in this because if they do, that will lead Pinocchio Young right to the rear end. And that's what they don't want. They want to keep this 1-2 intact. Give themselves a good championship haul for their team. And especially for themselves. John Art pulling some fast laps as well. He just pulled a 1:12.1. That's the 4th fastest of the race. Behind the 2 leaders and Eugene DeMax, who sits down in 23rd with a 1:11.9. Even with all that damage, he easily pulled a 1:12.1. So Eugene DeMax still pretty fast on track. I heard a wall hit. That's Carson! Oh, what happened to Carson? Carson would go wide in this corner, and because of that, Dodd would try to make a daring move down the inside. Bowers didn't see him there and came down on him, and there would go Carson Bowers' day. Fitzwater Australia Racing not having an amazing day, I can tell you that. The Trailblazer cars are lacking as well. You see Talger and Gerard, but Gerard did pit. He was a short pitter, which is interesting. We saw short pitting came into play last season. We'll see if it comes in this time. That's 3 of the 4. Where's the 4th? Oh, Bernauskas came in. Rose in. Where's that other teammate of Trailblazer? Angel, 14th. Running. That was a really good corner. Wow. Sean Angel putting up his pace. It seems that the Trailblazers are splitting their strategy because I believe Sean Angel and Jordan Orange are the only 2 left without damage. And they put Sean Angel in their short pit strategy, and they're taking Sean Angel out on the long pit strategy. So they're splitting it to see if they can find some time somewhere and see which is the better strategy for maybe next year. Carson Bowers finally returning the pits to Max back in the pits. More damage repairs. Paul Jackson now losing a lot of time to his teammate. And Pinocchio Young has been catching at an alarming rate. Young just pulled the 6th fastest lap of the race. Another person who's coming up fast is Zachary Fitzwater. He didn't pull this lap recently, his fastest lap recently, but he still has been exponentially fast. That's Karanko in the wall! Oh, more bad luck for Fitzwater Australia Racing. What happened? No people were involved in this other than Karanko. Karanko would just make a mental mistake and would run it off the track. And that's not going to end Karanko's day, but that's still going to be a setback. A huge setback. Exactly what Roush did last season here at Portland. Except earlier in the race, this is only lap 11 out of 26. As you can notice, this race is a lot shorter than it was last season. Last season, it was an astounding 40 laps. They've shortened it to 26 and shortened the pit stops. So we got ourselves a better race here. A lot more skill-based, but here we go. People in the pits. Vincent's in, Jackson's in, Young's in. We're going to have to make another pit stop. Torres, Hercules, Fitzwater. Is anyone going to try to stretch it? Max already came in the pits. But Angel. No. Roush? No, okay. We're going to head back. Adam Vincent, we're watching the pits because Young is right there. He's way closer than I thought he was. Oh! That's what I thought was happening! They were two tire stopping, and look at Fitzwater. Fitzwater he literally just drove around them. He did not care. He drove around them in the pits. It's not illegal. That was a perfectly legal move. They were slow exiting the pit stall. He drove around them. Great move and no chill out of Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzwater really wants a first career win. He's been waiting for that. That's what he's waiting for. Here's Adam Vincent falling behind. And Baranauskas is your leader. The short pit didn't just work out, it worked out by a long shot. He jumped him. She jumped him. Could we be witnessing our first female driver winning? Right now, your top five: Audra Baranauskas, Paul Jackson, Panoglio Young, Adam Vincent, and Chris Dodd. Dodd was another short pitter. Hercules came in, I believe, a lap or two early. Not as early as the other guys did. It's order 8, though. Constantine just cracked the top 10, but he'll need a lot more to keep that podium streak alive. Oh, God, these guys are running it really wide. There's Johan Arndt. A lot of damage in 11th place. Catching the back of Constantine. I don't know how that happened. Shepard down 13th. Trek Tauger. Maybe he was part of the short pit brigade. Where's Angel? 20th. Where's Gerard? 28th. Just came out of the pits. There was a problem there. Benoit's in as well, but there's the gap. Fair enough, because you could see him way down. You can't even see him go behind. There's Paul Jackson. The gap remains gigantic. 6 seconds on the first pit stop. We have one more pit stop. If anyone wants to stretch it to the end, that'd be a magnificent play. But Vincent wants his lead back. He wants it now. Oh, but Young doesn't want to give up that position just yet. This is some real action here. Young gets repassed by Adam Vincent. The problem is, Vincent has 4 tires. Everyone else here doesn't. That could be a huge problem. And Jackson, yeah, he's got to be fearing right now. Jackson wants his first career win, but right now, looking in his rearview mirror, I don't think that's going to happen. Actually, looking ahead of him by 6 seconds, I don't think that's going to happen. Baranauskas is gone. Unless someone wants to make a high-braking move, I don't see anyone tackling Vincent down. unless Baranowski's makes a mistake, I don't see anyone tracking Baranowski's down. The gap is 7 seconds now. Oh, yeah, there goes Vincent. Oh, the battle continues between the teammates. They might be fighting too hard. Oh, that was a little risky, Vincent. That's usually a section where you can go off the track, and he almost pushed his teammate off the track, which would have been for a really stern talk back in the pits from the team owner, William Brock. He is at the track. He's just on the sidelines in the pit box for the day for a few weeks here. Gonna return. Who do I see on pit road there? Baranowski's is on pit road. Oh, she's in. Rowe is in. Will it just be a 2-tire stop? Will she attempt it? Nope. She's going straight 4 tires. Not a bad call. Caldwell coming in hot as well. He's trying to make some moves after that first initial crash. Oh, damage for Arndt. What happened to Arndt? Bad luck for Johan Arndt from the 10th position. Would run it wide and would just lose the car right into a tire barrier. That's more damage to that 05 car. Horrible luck for Arndt. He may have to come in now. But here's a battle. James Constantine versus Lime Rock Park winner Lorenzo Log. Person who's had more road course experience. Now. Versus that Toyota. The Toyotas are pretty strong. A lot stronger than we thought they would be at a road course. But they're just not strong enough. Constantine is the first Epic Motorsports car in the field in battling for an 8th. But he's fighting for 8th hard. And he's got Fitzwater, Arndt, Hercules, Young, Jackson, and Vincent in front of him. Oh, he pushed him. Constantine getting aggressive. Oh, there goes Hercules running wide. Here comes John Arndt for 4th. John Arndt's best career finish was a 5th at Lime Rock Park. If he can hold on and pass his teammate and keep the spot, he will have gotten his best career finish. They're side by side. Former teammates duking it out, but Hercules is going to get the spot back. The Ford doesn't have the power down a straightaway. And no one has the straightaway power like Fitzwater does. He just pulled on them a lot. It also seems that Lorenzo Log may not be done with Constantine. Well, in practice, we saw John Arndt making a lot of late-breaking moves. There's Johan Arndt coming to interrupt Fitzwater, but it doesn't work. Oh, maybe it does. Oh, he's going to run him wide. There's Lorenzo Log as well. He's getting close. It's these technical sections. It's where Lorenzo's been catching. But they're both running beautiful lines. Both Lorenz and Constantine running a good race. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. But even with the time he lost dealing with the lap car, the straightaway speed is just going to come in handy, drive right around him, and once again start to pull on John Arndt. Arndt doesn't want to give up that 5th spot, though. Because giving up the 5th spot would mean not being able to tie his best career performance, which was a 5th, like I said, and they're in the pits. Ooh, we're seeing some split strategies now. They can't stretch that. They're not going to be able to stretch that. Pericles, first one in pit road. How will Pericles deal? There goes Angel. Angel's going to try to stretch it. Paulson's going to try to stretch it. Pericles leading this pack into the pits. It's been a long time since we've said those words. Pericles leading the pack. Oh, it's been a long time since that happened. Karanko in his pit stall. It seems Konstantin tried a no-tire strategy. I don't think that's gonna work. Not at a place like Portland. That's not gonna work at all. What are you thinking? Where's Baranowski's? There she is. Back up to the front. Vincent fighting with his teammate, who is also a lap car. Ooh, he's getting a little twitchy, trying to get around these lap cars as smoothly as possible. Jackson's doing a great job getting around the lap traffic. He just got around Sebastian Morandi like it was nothing. Jackson is picking up his pace. Now that he realizes there's lap traffic and there may be some lap trouble for Vincent, yep, there's going to be some pushing now out of Paul Jackson to try to take this lead away again. Oh, the Dodge power, though. Can Vincent beat the damaged Dodge with a Chevy? It doesn't look like he will. Oh, they stayed even, which is possibly good. It depends on how he runs it. Through here, he's going to run it well. He's going to run it good enough. And they stay out again. So, some split strategies. There are 3 strategies. A very early pit strategy, an early pit strategy, and a normal pit strategy. The leaders are going after the normal. Everyone else, however, is not. Will this affect who wins this race? It may not even be a WBM car winning it. Because it comes down to how people play their strategy. This racetrack is based heavily off how well you handle strategy. And maybe they're not handling it as well as they could. Along with lap cars. Lap cars are being a factor right now. As they're slowing them down. This may be bad. Because the next car down is Finn Guy, who hasn't pit, Collins, who hasn't pit, Angel, who hasn't pit in 6th, and Baranowski's, who has. I don't know. Baranowski's running wide. Then there's this pack of a lot of people. Fitzwater's losing time. Oh, Konstantin being challenged now because he can't seem to get around Benoit. This is the battle for the 12th position between the 3 points leaders. It's between Fitzwater, Lorenz, and points leader James Konstantin. And you know who this is open? All these people up here. Alright, Vincent stayed out. That's another split strategy. There's Audra, I believe. Yep, Audra got by easily. 2 tires. Last time they took right sides, this time they took left sides. They split it. That was a very interesting concept of taking 2 tires on one stop and taking the other set on the next stop to split it and save time. That was a good choice. I think they made the right decision there. But Vincent, there is Adam Vincent. We'll see. Is he going to go with that 4-tire stop again? If he does, that's not a bad decision. Try to get the tires over the just straight up. Try to get the tires over the straight up strategy. It may work out. It depends on what he wants to do. Baranowska's is already caught him. He's close. Yep. Or she's close. No! Vincent only tires! Not only tires, only fuel! He's playing every risk in the book. Because with no tires, this puts Jackson in a pretty key position. Yeah, this puts Jackson in the best position possible. And this is why. He needs to push, push, push. If he keeps pushing, and keeps pushing as hard as he can, and if he's eventually able to get that much faster than his teammate, he may be able to win this race. But he doesn't have much time. Vincent played that well. And I'm not sure if he played it well enough. I'm not sure. That was a very, very risky move. And when I mean very, I mean this is the biggest risk of the race. He knows what happened to Roush last season. And Roush did that with good tires. Vincent's doing this with bad tires. I don't know what Vincent is thinking. He is playing this. I think he's playing this way too risky. Because there's Jackson across the line. 12 seconds. Yep, there we go. Vincent running the slower lines. Because of the lost tires. And there's always that risk of going off track. And there's Roush who's going to make his life hell. Oh my. I have never seen someone take a risk like this before. Not in the Sunoco Elite Series. We have never seen this kind of risk. Will there be a reward coming to 2 laps to go for Adam Vincent? If they're able to pull this off, William Brock Motorsports could be going for a 1-2-3 and sweep the podium. Their other teammate. Where's their other teammate? We're missing Monaco. 27th. Their teammate is out of the picture. But these three are not. William Brock Motorsports has this win. Pretty much no matter what, William Brock Motorsports is going to win this race. But it depends who. Which one of them is going to pull this off? Vincent, the pressure has got to be building because now he doesn't have to worry about Jackson anymore. He's got to worry about Baranowska's. And if Roush can get around him, it'll be that much more dangerous for Vincent. And Roush is there. He's already in the 113s. Baranowska's is slow as well. Coming to the white flag, can Adam Vincent pull off this crazy strategy? Like I said, we have never seen a risk like this before. We have never seen someone try something as daring as he is right now. Here we go. There's a few trouble corners that could mess his game. Oh, he's running wide. He's able to hold on. If he can hold on for a few more corners, he will have won his second race in the Sunoco Elite Series. Adam Vincent played one of the riskiest moves we have ever seen in Sunoco Elite Series history. And even with the ginormous risk factor of going out with no tires, with the really worn tires as he had before, it's gonna work out, and the reward is going to him. Congratulations to Adam Vincent, because he's going to win and Portland International Raceway. Baranowska's going to pull second, and William Brock Motorsports will make history and pull the first ever 1, 2, 3. It'll be Adam Vincent, Baranowska's, and Jackson 1, 2, 3. As their season just turned around in spectacular fashion. It's going to be CJ Racing finishing out the top 5. Nick Perkins 4th, Dodd 5th. Arndt's going to pull 6th. Young is going to pull his best career finish in 7th. Young will take... Not Young. Fitzwater will take 8th in a nice finish. For him, he pulls points on Constantine. Finguy takes 9th. Good performance out of Jeffrey Finguy. And James Constantine, your points leader, reigning champion, his podium streak has finally come to an end. He will finish out in 10th. Amazing race out here. Pit strategy. Like I said, pit strategy was the factor in Adam Vincent shows. Came out with 6 laps to go, I believe, or it was like 4 laps to go, and did it on worn tires. And only got fuel, which was a daring move, but it worked out. Let's go look at your finishing results. So it's Adam Vincent pulling off his second career win in the Sunoco Elite Series, with Audrey Baranowska's in her first career start getting a podium. Paul Jackson finishing out the podium sweep for William Brock Motorsports in 3rd. Perkins, Dodd 4th and 5th. Arndt almost ties his best career performance in 6th. Young 7th, Fitzwater 8th, Finguy 9th, Constantine 10th. Oh, Cordell Paulson, who is actually in the top 20 in points, pulled out a 16th place once again. He is pulling all the stops, and he may be one of the biggest guys to pick up next season. With that 61 car, working beautifully in his favor. Windhelm 17th. The other female driver, Annie Thomas, came across 18th. But the Trailblazer cars didn't have a good of a day as they wanted to. Angel came across 13th, which still isn't a bad performance. Adam Vincent pulls off one of the craziest strategies we've ever seen in cars. Congratulations to Adam Vincent. He takes it away here at Portland. Next time, we're going to go through a double points race at Las Vegas. This is going to be really exciting, and I really hope you all tune in. Congratulations to Adam Vincent and William Brock Motorsports pulling the first ever podium sweep. We will see you at Las Vegas. Ciao.